In this video, we will talk about the world's most controversial historical figures. Throughout history, some individuals have stood out for their actions, ideas, and influence, sparking intense debates and strong emotions. These figures often shaped the course of events profoundly, but also divided opinions about their legacies. This video explores the world's most controversial historical figures, examining their lives, achievements, and the reasons for their enduring debates. What makes a historical figure controversial? A controversial historical figure is someone whose actions, policies, or beliefs spark mixed feelings in people. These individuals often stand out because they challenge societal norms, lead important movements, or make decisions that have a big impact on history. Because their actions can be seen differently, they tend to evoke both admiration and criticism. For example, figures like Christopher Columbus or Thomas Jefferson are often viewed through different lenses. Columbus is celebrated by some for his exploration and discovery of the Americas, but criticized by others for the negative effects his actions had on indigenous populations. Similarly, Jefferson is admired for writing the Declaration of Independence and promoting freedom, but he is also criticized for his role as a slave owner. The controversy surrounding these figures usually arises from the complexity of their legacies. Their actions can have positive outcomes for some groups while causing harm to others. This duality makes it challenging to categorize them simply as heroes or villains. People's perspectives often depend on their own values, backgrounds, and historical contexts. For instance, some may prioritize the achievements of a figure, while others focus on the suffering caused by their actions. This ongoing debate encourages discussions about morality, ethics, and the lessons we can learn from history. In summary, controversial historical figures compel us to reflect on the complexity of human actions and the varied impacts they can have on society. Understanding their legacies requires us to consider multiple viewpoints and recognize that history is rarely black and white. Examples of controversial historical figures. 1. Julius Caesar, 100 BC, 44 BCE. Julius Caesar was a Roman general, politician, and dictator who played a crucial role in the transformation of the Roman Republic into the Roman Empire. His military conquests expanded Rome's territory, and his reforms aimed to address economic and social inequalities. However, his rise to power through manipulation and his decision to declare himself dictator for life sparked resentment among the Senate, leading to his assassination. While some view him as a visionary leader, others see him as a tyrant who undermined Roman democracy. 2. Christopher Columbus, 1451 to 1506. Christopher Columbus is celebrated for his voyages that led to the European discovery of the Americas. However, his actions also marked the beginning of colonization, exploitation, and the suffering of indigenous peoples. For some, he is a symbol of exploration and bravery, while others criticize his role in initiating centuries of oppression and cultural destruction. 3. Napoleon Bonaparte, 1769 to 1821. Napoleon Bonaparte rose to prominence during the French Revolution and became Emperor of France. He introduced significant reforms, including the Napoleonic Code, which influenced legal systems worldwide. Yet his ambition led to years of war across Europe, resulting in immense loss of life. To his supporters, he was a brilliant strategist and reformer, and to his critics, he was a warmonger whose actions caused widespread suffering. 4. Adolf Hitler, 1889 to 1945. Adolf Hitler's role as the leader of Nazi Germany makes him one of history's most infamous figures. He is responsible for initiating World War II and orchestrating the Holocaust, leading to the deaths of millions. While some may focus on his ability to mobilize a nation, the overwhelming majority condemn his ideology and actions, which brought unprecedented destruction and suffering. 5. Mahatma Gandhi, 1869 to 1948. Mahatma Gandhi is widely regarded as a champion of nonviolent resistance and a leader in India's struggle for independence from British rule. His philosophy of peaceful protest inspired movements worldwide. However, some critics question his views on caste, race, and gender, arguing that his actions and beliefs were not always inclusive. Despite this, his impact on global civil rights movements remains significant. 6. Che Guevara, 1928 to 1967. Che Guevara was a Marxist revolutionary who played a key role in the Cuban Revolution. He is celebrated as a symbol of resistance and anti-imperialism. However, his methods, including the use of violence and the execution of opponents, make him a polarizing figure. To some, he is a hero who fought for the oppressed. To others, he represents authoritarianism and the dangers of radicalism. 7. Margaret Thatcher, 1925 to 2013. As the United Kingdom's first female Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher is remembered for her strong leadership and transformative economic policies. Her supporters praise her for revitalizing the British economy and standing firm against the Soviet Union. Critics, however, argue that her policies widened inequality and dismantled social safety nets. Her tenure remains a subject of intense debate. 8. Vladimir Lenin, 1870 to 1924. Vladimir Lenin was the leader of the Bolshevik Revolution and the architect of the Soviet Union. He introduced policies that aimed to create a communist society, influencing global politics for decades. While some view him as a visionary who fought for workers' rights, others condemn his role in establishing an authoritarian regime and suppressing dissent. 9. Fidel Castro, 1926 to 2016. Fidel Castro led the Cuban Revolution and ruled Cuba for decades, transforming it into a socialist state. Supporters highlight his efforts to improve healthcare and education, while critics point to human rights abuses, lack of political freedom, and economic challenges under his rule. His legacy continues to divide opinions both in Cuba and globally. 10. Winston Churchill, 1874 to 1965. Winston Churchill is celebrated for his leadership during World War II, particularly his inspiring speeches and determination in the face of Nazi aggression. However, his record is not without controversy. Critics point to his role in colonial policies, including actions during the Bengal famine and his views on race. While many regard him as a hero, others highlight the complexities of his legacy. Understanding controversial legacies. Historical context. It is essential to consider the historical context when evaluating controversial figures. Actions and beliefs that seem unacceptable today may have been common or even celebrated during their time. Subjectivity in interpretation. People's views on historical figures are shaped by their cultural, political, and personal perspectives. This subjectivity often fuels debates about whether certain actions are justified or condemnable. The role of education. Education plays a crucial role in shaping how we view controversial figures. A balanced approach that presents multiple perspectives allows individuals to form informed opinions about historical events and leaders. Lessons from controversial figures. Controversial historical figures remind us of the complexities of human nature and the impact of individual actions on society. Studying their lives encourages critical thinking and helps us navigate modern challenges by understanding past successes and failures. The world's most controversial historical figures evoke strong emotions and diverse opinions. By examining their actions and legacies, we gain insights into the complexities of history and the enduring debates about morality, leadership, and progress. Understanding these figures in their entirety helps us appreciate the lessons they offer for the present and future. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.